Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Let's get right with it. Well, the top story is Trump is visiting Texas. He walked out of the White House, talked to the reporters like he always does, answered all their questions candidly. And then Melania came out and they took the helicopter to Andrews Air Force Base where they're going to get on a plane. And they are now en route to Texas, where he will do a very good job comforting, encouraging, consoling, and directing what's going on down there. All right, Trump says he wants all the Republicans to hang with him and vote to defund NPR and PBS. Ladies and gentlemen of the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I grew up listening to both of these, watching PBS. But things are so far different than they were. I'm 61 years old. There is so much public documents out there, public documentaries, public platforms, individuals. Everybody's a reporter. Everybody, I mean, it's not necessary anymore. It's just not necessary. They're obsolete. AOC, I didn't know this, but there's like a really bad red light crime district in AOC's district that the old feds just took out. Good for them. Also, AOC, she always acts like, I'm a Bronx girl, I'm a tough girl. Well, it turns out she's just a suburban princess. That's my new nickname for her, Suburban Princess. John Kerry is coming out and he's admitting Trump was right. The Dems were wrong on the border. Let me tell you something that's going to go on to Trump's advantage big time over the course of his presidency. People like John Kerry and folks like him need access. They need access. And they're out. They are more likely to get some access somewhere and to stay in the game if they play nice. So you're going to have a lot of people jump the Democratic ship even more now that Trump's in power. Chris Cuomo, he says, what are you, nuts? Criticizing the Democratic Party, organizing riots against ICE. He's like, what the hell? And there was a big ambush attack on the ICE facility in Alvarado, Texas, where an officer was shot. No more free tuition for illegals, according to the Department of Education, Linda McMahon, Technical and Career Schools. Every time they do something like this, it just reeks with common sense. I mean, it's really America. Joe Biden basically threw open America and said, come on in, we'll give you everything for free. Working Americans don't get everything for free. But if you're an illegal alien, what is the common sense logic of that? Zippo. And they thought this would give them voters, and it backfired. Fetterman praises immigration officials, as he should. You know what? Fetterman's either going to have to run as a non-woke Democrat or he's going to become a liberal Republican. On X, he actually said, ICE performs an important job for our country and that any calls to abolish ICE are inappropriate and outrageous. I agree. LaMonica Mulver indicted. You remember, she's the one that went to that facility and tried to break in. The charges are assaulted, resisted, impeded, and interfered with federal officers. She claims they're politically motivated. You went there, woman. They didn't ask you to come. She's entered a not guilty plea. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's getting divorced from his wife. His wife claims biblical grounds. By the way, that's adultery. So clearly, adultery's in the picture. She didn't say that, claims more discovery. They haven't lived together, though, since June 1st of 2024. Cannabis farm protest out in Southern California, an immigration raid. You know what? If you're a drug cartel, my guess is one place to hide would be cannabis farm. In world news, Delta had a plane that had left Spain, had to stop in the Azores on an island where passengers were stuck for 29 hours. Now, I want to tell you something. If you had to be stuck somewhere in 29 hours, an island in the Azores isn't all bad place to be stuck. This is a wild story. It's like a Tarzan story. An 8-year-old boy discovered during a welfare check in northern Thailand wild dogs in squalid conditions. No school. He barks. His mother and brother, 23, both positive for drugs. He's been placed in a children's home where apparently he's learning how to do everything. He literally was like a dog. Crazy. Silencer sales are up 265%. You know who's going to get himself one? Me. I tried to get one a couple years ago and I couldn't. I want to have a silencer. Wouldn't you want to have a silencer? Pop culture. Paulina Poroskova. I'm so happy for her. Got married, or is getting married, engaged to Jeffrey Greenstein, a Hollywood writer. Why am I happy for her? Is Rick Ocasek of the Cards, who she was married to, treated her like crap, even in death. Left her out of his will and everything else. I mean, she got really, and she sounds to me like she was a wonderful wife. So I'm happy for her. And this is a great story. Tom Brady's apparently hanging out in Europe with Sofia Vergara. Summer romance. Apparently it's casual. Tom Brady living his best life. Rude passenger. She went viral. This, by the way, a lawyer. She skipped in front, like she went from the back all the way up front to get off. And they all started shouting Karen at her. She said, get over it. Typical freaking lawyer.
Where you going? Let the people go. Wow. I hold
Get up the way you want to. Okay?
You're just a Karen, and that's just the way it is.
God, why don't you all shut up? It's not affecting any of you. No, but you're standing in the You guys are so funny. You're the Karens about it because you're the ones who are making noise. Nobody's bothering you. It's not even in your position.
That's a big deal. I'm a lawyer and I don't say ain't.
Really racist. Oh my God, do you even know what the word racist means? No, wait, you're white. Because that's racist. Maybe xenophobic if you're talking about accents. Maybe get the vocabulary right. Right when we get off this plane, I'll meet you out there with my bar card.
Sports Without Boundaries. Najee Harris, formerly of Alabama and then the Pittsburgh Steelers and now the Raiders, got a superficial eye injury from a fireworks in Antioch, California. Cooper Flagg played his first summer league game. Played hot and cold, but showed what he's got. Yanks comeback. They were down. No team's ever done this since 1977. They were down 5 runs in the 8th inning, being no hit, and they came back and won in extra innings. Aaron Judge has a single-season intentional walk record for the Yankees. He's now intentionally walked more than any other Yankee. And in Wimbledon, the semis get started today. The finals will be Sunday. Go Djokovic. And in history, and I'm going to make a reel out of this, Aaron Burr shot and killed Secretary of Treasury Alexander Hamilton in a duel July 11th, 1804 in Weehawken. This was an absolute tragedy for our country. Hamilton had retired, for now, from public life at the time and was just practicing law. But he was, in my opinion, one of the greatest, maybe even the greatest of our founding fathers. He set up our entire economic system, was the right hand to George Washington. It was an amazing. Aaron Burr, this set off bad things for him. He would later survive a treason trial, but he died broke, penniless. All right, and your Shakespeare insult of the day. Do not be a poisonous stewed prune. Do you like prunes? I hate prunes. I think I tried them once. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great weekend.